talk about fishing with tube baits. And as you can see, I got a lot of different styles, sizes, colors of tube baits. They come in all different sizes. You got big ones, small ones, all different colors. We're going to talk about rigging these baits and fishing with them. First thing you need to rig a tube bait is a tube jig. They come in different sizes, different weights, 1/8 ounce, 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, ounce. Tube jig. Now what you want to do, you want to take the tube, you want to take this jig head and stick it inside the tube all the way forward. Once you get it to the end, the hook's here, you want to push the eyelet through. And then tie this to the end of your line. You can bounce this, swim it, jerk it off the bottom, take it sideways. What it is, it's imitating a crawfish. And bass love to eat crawfish. They clean up the water. They eat vegetation, dead fish. And they're also a good source of protein for bass. All bass love them. Smallmouth, spots, largemouth. I like to fish open hook and rocks because it's not getting snagged up on stuff. It's great for out on Lake Erie when you're drifting for smallmouth. You just drift this tube right across the bottom. It looks like a crawfish going. Now, if you're fishing in weeds, what I recommend is a Texas rig, a tube with a bullet weight. What you'll need is a worm hook. I like the offset, and a bullet weight. Yeah. Bullet weights come in all different sizes, all different metals, tungsten, brass, lead. The tungsten and brass will make a little clicking sound, a little louder than the lead head would. So Texas rig a tube, you want to take the worm hook, poke it through, and back out here. Pull it down through, leaving the eyelet exposed. You want to take your bullet weight, go through the line. Then you want to tie your tube on the line. Now you have the hook here. You want to take the hook and push it through so it comes out the top right there. Then slide the tube down and just hide the tip of the hook underneath the rubber there so the hook's not exposed. Then you take your bullet weight, slide it down. Some guys like it free flowing. Personally, I like the weight to stay on top of the tube. So you take a toothpick, stick it in there, break it off. Now that weight won't slide. It's weedless. You can swim it through weeds, bounce it through weeds. It'll go right through there without snagging up weeds. Now another thing about a tube is that it's hollow in the middle. And when a bass grabs it, he wants to, smell something. He's got to make a decision whether it's edible or to spit it out. It's not edible. So most tubes are salt impregnated, the plastics, but you can also buy fish attractant, which comes in these little squirt bottles, and just squirt the stuff right up in the tube. So when you're swimming it, these little tentacles, or you're bouncing it off the bottom, they're moving around and they just disperse the bait attractant. And when that bass comes up and eats it, he's going to taste it and he's going to hang on to it. He's not going to let go. Because a bass can just come up and hit a bait and spit it out before you even feel it. They can taste that quick. It's unbelievable how their taste sensors work. But anyway, now we talked about two different ways to rig tubes. We're going to go out and try to fish with a couple and see how we do. Nice largemouth. Nice bass. Gotta love a Senko. Anybody can catch a fish on a Senko. It's a perfect bait to start kids off with because the bass, they just can't resist them. Now, I'm just barely moving this Senko under this dock. And you can throw it in since I'm fishing it wacky style, but I got a weedless hook on it. So I can go through these, go on top of these lily pads. I let this Senko, you just let it fall. They're going to hit it 90% of the time on the fall. And then once it hits the bottom, I shake it a little bit. I had something tag it. And if they don't hit it after a couple shakes, I raise it up a little bit, let it fall again, just shake it a little bit. And after 6, 7 casts under a dock, I pretty much, if I don't get one by then, I'll move on. I knew there was a fish in there, Rich. Now with this O-ring, it protects the Senko bait. And it just slides up it. Nice little one. Nice fish. That's on a Texas rig Senko.